Hello, my name is Sherry Marshall, and I will briefly take you and navigate you, through the Edmodo for the Learning Management System for assignment number 2. Coming on the screen, we're on the home page, and it says, "Welcome to American Sign Language, about your teacher, Mrs. Marshall." The student will also see the attachment here. They can briefly click on this attachment link, and they can find out just a little bit more about their teacher. And in doing so, at the bottom, they can also see a little note given to their parents, as well as information of how to contact their teacher, the room, and the location. Also, there is an assignment that is due June 9th, and on the assignment, it gives information about the assignment. This assignment also happens to be a collaborative assignment. They can click on this, and when they click on this, they can find out some instructions of what is due. And on the assignment here, we have the answer garden. That's a collaborative assignment. We have everyday vocabulary, which is just vocabulary to pick up from once they look at the video. And then after that, it gives a timing on that. In addition to that, we also have a second collaborative assignment, which is Google Maps. And then we have Palette. I'm just going to touch on one of these for the sake of time. But when they click in, each link is embedded. For example, this one is a brainstorming one. They can find out why people are deaf, and they can brainstorm together. So each of these assignments have links that are embedded that are connected to the collaborative tool. I'm going to hit right now, which you can't see off screen, but it's going to come up now on screen, which is the calendar. And on that calendar, on June 8th, we have the breakout Zoom groups that we'll go into. And then on June 9th, we talked about the assignment that they have. June 10th, we have to turn in our textbooks between the hours of 9 and 12. Also, you may notice another student colleague, that name is here. That's one thing about Edmodo that I had to get used to, because I know once I put in my Google email and identification, it linked me in, and I had to get used to how they work like Facebook. So that's why his is on here in addition to my everyday quiz that's coming up. But I do like the coming soon feature, and I like the someday. I put ASL summer group. I thought that may be kind of fun to do or to think about for those who want to continue on in their higher learning of that. Also, in addition to that, I have some folders, and on the folder, I was able to navigate some more information. We have assessment, and under assessment, I have for the students, how am I doing? In addition to the standard assessments that we have, but I have how am I doing it? This is the rubric for them to assess their own progress. Even though they're ninth graders, I thought this kind of assessment tool is perfect, especially when you embarking a new language or in the midst of a language. Sometimes there's so much feelings about how you feel about how you're communicating, and so we have that. In addition to the folders, I'm going to name a few more. I have parents learn with us at home, because I have some video links that are to there. You have different parents coming from different backgrounds. You just don't always know where they're at, and you have to meet the parents where they're at home, at their convenience, so they can connect with the students, those who are either learning language for the first time or those who are needing the language as a necessity because it is their first language. And we have students coming from all various backgrounds that fall into either of those categories. And in doing that, we have a collaborative tool, and I've mentioned that on our assignment, but this is another way to get to the same 3 different collaborative tools that I mentioned before. So we just go into detail again, so in case they get lost in one navigation, they can get through it the same way doing this particular link. Also, in addition to that, we have students need a tutorial for first-time users. Some students are transferred to the school in the middle of the school, and they can have a tutorial of how to use this Edmodo. Can assume that everybody knows how to use it.
Today I'm going to be showing students how to create.
And then in addition to the student, of course, we need the connectivity of the parent. This may be a first time for the parent learning that, so we have a different tutorial for the parent. And also a few more things. We have our frequently asked questions and common questions that they may have not heard, or maybe they were busy or ignored it. So we have it written down in case they need to answer some more questions, especially due dates and availability of the teacher, of myself, and then how to use the link. So we have the same link embedded here as well as on the library. And then lastly, we have some videos they need to have. They need to have a library of their practice. So this comes under the heading of library. They can see their library. This comes under that. Also, we have our quizzes. We have a quiz given the information, what they're to do. On their quiz, there is 1 point each per question. So on this home page, let me bring out one more feature that I really did like. Now this one, like I said, it wasn't that hard, but it's a lot of layers. And again, teachers get to see what you're doing as you're still experimenting. So, but there is one thing that I did like. Let me see if I can click on it and see if I can remember how to click on it, and then that'll be it. Let me go to home page. If I maybe on the foreign language, so you don't have to, okay, this one here. Okay, yeah. Here go the quizzes here again. And then the other thing that I really did like now, it says, how are you feeling today? I said, well, I'm going to use this feature because it said that it's a feature to help get quick engagement and quick feedback. So some students really want to know how they're feeling even before they come into class or before you even have class online. You can kind of get a feel of how they're going. And the second feature I really liked was to get an assessment, what day is better for you to take the final, June 11th or June 12th, And so you can find out, kind of get a gauge where the students are at prior to class starting. So that's basically it on Edmodo. We're able to go over all the different features, the collaborative, the calendar, frequently asked questions, assignment, about me, and some other items that I added in the folder that I thought that were nice little features for students to have an engagement also with the parents as well. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.